Hey guys, it's Jeff from Pressure Luck, and do you hear it? Do you hear it? I hear sleigh bells ringling, jing jing jingling too. Alright, not really, but I will hear them in a few days when it's actually Christmas. Alright, before I begin, I have to say something here. I have done 100 video recipes since March of this year. This is the 100th video, and I can't even believe it. It's insane to me. I'm grayer, and I have less hair now because of it, that's for sure, but I love doing it. So thank you all from the bottom of my heart so far for watching these videos and helping Pressure Luck grow and grow. Thank you. It wouldn't be happening without you. And because my videos kind of feature me as being a little bit of a ham, what better recipe than to make some, you guessed it guys, holiday ham for, well, the holidays. Christmas dinner especially. I know that's a big staple at a lot of your tables. So let's just show you how simple this ham is going to be to make. It's actually a joke how easy it is. It takes no time at all. And we're actually pre-carving that ham, which means right when it's done in the Instant Pot, you can eat it immediately without having to worry about carving it afterwards. So easy, and it's going to be moist and tender and full of amazing flavor. Guys, get on your Santa hats and start your jingle bells because we're going right to the Instant Pot to make some holiday ham. So since we're making a ham, I'm going to begin with a turkey. No, a ham. And this ham is a very specific one that I got. I got it from Costco. You see the Kirkland on here. It's an applewood smoked master carved half ham. It's boneless, and it's already basically flavored like a ham should taste, like a Christmas or hickory smoked, that kind of ham. It's already done here for you. Again, pre-cooked is important, and I'm using a ham that's about 3.5 pounds worth. Not expensive either. It's under $10 for all this ham. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pre-slice this ham. You can use a spiral ham too if you want, by the way. But again, the importance of this recipe is that I'm going to pre-slice the ham, so it really doesn't matter any kind of ham that you use, even if it has a bone in it, because it's going to be pre-sliced meat only. And get it out of the bag. And as soon as you get out of the bag, it already smells like you're in, like, you know, the woods somewhere. Now I'm going to pre-slice this ham up, and I'm actually going to show you me using a knife for a change. Look at that. And you can cut it into whatever thickness you want. I'm going to do about this thick here, but this is a really good knife, guys, by the way. I'm using this Wistoff Classic Icon knife, and look at how nicely it cuts the ham. It's a thick piece there. But I'm going to basically cut this entire ham up into slices just like this. Make sure you have clean hands, by the way, when you're doing this. And by the way, because this ham is already pre-cooked, you can actually just eat it right when you cut it up now, but we want to make it a little more exciting, so that's what we're going to be doing today. Okay, and there we have all of our ham, nice and cut up. And this is going to slice up a lot of ham, guys. 3.5 pounds goes a really long way. You can easily serve, like, I feel like 8 people with this amount of ham. And now let's set that ham aside for the time being. So now let's make our sauce for the ham. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with one 20-ounce can of pineapple chunks with their juices. I'm going to put that inside. Look, I got a little boo-boo before. I'm going to pour that inside of our little mixing bowl here, along with a 1/2 cup of ginger ale, a 1/2 cup of a tightly packed dark brown sugar. You can use light brown sugar if you want to, but I like using dark for this one. And 3 tablespoons of honey. And let's mix all that up together really well so everything is nice and combined inside of our little bowl here. All the sugar and all the pineapple juice and the ginger ale. And look, I got a little boo-boo before. You see that? Be careful. If you ever snap things sometimes, you might cut yourself. So if that happens, just treat yourself with a nice Band-Aid so everything gets nice and sanitary. Alright, here we go. Our sauce is looking nice and good here. So now our next step is to basically slather the ham in the sauce and then just simply cook it in the pot. So easy. Now, this is something that's going to come in super handy for this recipe, okay guys? These Ekovana stackable pans, or any stackable pans that you have. Now, this is the reason why. What I'm going to do is when we cook this in the pot, is we don't want to put it directly in the Instant Pot on its own in there because it can dry out. Ham has a tendency to want to do that quickly. So what we're going to do is we can contain it inside of these stackable pans, or you can wrap it in tin foil. But I find the pans are going to be easier because we're putting that liquid, that sauce we just made, in with the ham. So again, when we take these apart, we have 2 compartments here that we can put our ham in. 1 and then 2, and this serves as a lid for this one, and then when we put this one on top of this one, that serves as a lid for the other. So it's going to be nice and secured. Take our sauce that we've made and just spoon a little bit of it into the bottom of each pan, so we have some down there. Just want to make sure the bottom of each pan is coated so it creates a kind of, you know, a little bit of a surface for our ham to lay on top of. And then let's lay our ham inside of each dish. And again, if the ham is too wide or too thick in places, we can just cut it up and to make sure it does fit inside. And once you start getting some of the ham in there, just pour some more sauce over each set. Make sure we make that sauce last for both pans. And now let's get the other pan going. There we go. Let's just top off each one with our sauce and some more pineapples. And then just finish it off. Whoop. I got a little bit on my little countertop. I'm a little bit of a slob, what can I tell you? Okay, so now let's take one of our pans and then stack it on top of the other so it's nice and secured. And then take the caddy that the pans come with and then rest both pots on the caddy. And then take our lid and then put it on top of the top pan, just like this. And then the best part about the caddy thingy here is that it will make sure that the lid stays on securely once it's locked into place, just like so. See that? Fantastic. Now we're going to go to the Instant Pot. I'm going to place the trivet in the Instant Pot with the handles facing down because it'll be easier for when our stackable pans rest on top of them. I'm going to now add 1 cup of water to the pot because that's what we're going to use to make sure there's nice steam going on and pressure cooking our delicious ham within the stackable pans that are going to rest on top of the trivet and inside the pot just as well. So now I'm going to secure the lid and make sure I go from the venting position into the sealing position. That's exactly the direction it needs to go when we're cooking on the Duo Series lid tops. If you're going on the Ultra top, it's automatically going to seal for you when you put the lid on. Now let's come down to our pot's control panel and hit the manual or pressure cook button, depending on your model. Hit it there and adjust the time so we're on 10 minutes. It should be on high pressure, typically every dish is. And if it's not, just adjust the time with these little buttons here, the plus and minus button, so it's on 10 minutes high pressure. Okay, and if you don't have the stackable pot, you can use tin foil, but it's going to be a little bit more challenging to do that way. It's okay, if you can do it, great, but I want you to put on at least 3 layers of tin foil because don't forget there's a lot of liquid in there as well as the ham. And we need to make sure the ham is nice and wrapped in something, tin foil or the pans, which in my opinion are so much easier to do because they'll dry out otherwise if it goes directly in the Instant Pot. Even with the sauce in the pot, it'll dry out. It's too much. It needs to be in more of a contained environment, hence these amazing stackable pans for it. Or triple wrap tin foil, which you can totally do. Just make sure you use a super heavy duty one, but it'll be a little messier that way. So I highly strongly suggest you use the stackable pans if you can get your hands on them. And now that we're all set, we're going to do a quick release. And the pin just dropped, so let's get the lid off the pot. And then after a few moments, the stackable pan sitting in the pot, cooling down a little bit, we're going to take this handy little caddy latch it comes with, and then just simply remove it from the Instant Pot. And then let it rest right on your countertop. So now let's unlatch the top. There we go. And then get a paper towel and just wipe the top clean from all of the moisture when it cooked inside of the Instant Pot. And then take the lid off. Oh, and there's one ham. And then take the lid off the other one and poof, 2 hams. Look at that. Beautiful. Nice and glistening, nice and moist. Let's see here. Oh, it's so moist. When it marinated inside that amazing sauce we created in there, and it just, oh, it feels amazing just this piece alone. All right, guys, let's put it into a serving dish and then let's try it out. Okay, and I'm just going to simply pour it inside of my serving dish, just like so. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at that. Just slides right in. So simple. And then arrange it so it's all nice and beautiful in our serving dish. And by the way, this is only one of the 2 stackable pans worth of the ham, and it's filling up a nice sized serving bowl, guys. This really does make a lot. 3.5 pounds of this ham goes a really long way, especially when it's all sliced up. It's going to be the perfect amount, again, for about 6 to 8 people. And to any leftovers you might have, just put it in like some sort of Tupperware container, and then just make sure you pour the juices that are cooked in there before you put a lid on top of it. That way it's going to seal in the nice moisture and the tenderness of the delicious ham so it doesn't dry out when you put it in the fridge. And there is our beautiful holiday ham, guys, all moist and tender and juicy and sweet and ready to eat. Let's try it out. Okay, here we go. Some ham. I've already sliced it up. I love these edges, by the way. They're so pretty and just gorgeous looking. I feel like I'm in a smokehouse or something. And that delicious pineapple flavor in there. It reminds me of that Christmas song, that Hawaiian one, Mele Kaliki Maka. It's delicious. It's delicious. The thing that's so fabulous about this dish is you really barely have to do anything. The ham is pretty much already done for you. In fact, it is done for you. You're simply just adding a little bit of some, flavor to it by cooking it inside that amazing, delicious sauce we have. Keeps it really extra moist and really tender. And this ham isn't only perfect for dinner, it's perfect for breakfast, as you well know. It goes great with like French toast or pancakes, even some maple syrup poured over it. Incredible. I love ham. I love it. Don't tell my rabbi I'm doing this, okay? Now, anybody who likes ham at that table is going to be getting at least 4 to 5 slices of that ham. It's that delicious. 4 to 5 thick slices of it. And now your Christmas table can be nice and complete with this ham, as well as anything else you'd like to adorn your table with to go alongside it. I feel a little bit like a pig right now. Guys, if you like these little videos that are easy to follow, go to pressureluckcooking.com because every single recipe that I have on that page, each and every one has a little video to go alongside it. I'll keep you company in your kitchen. You can watch the video while you're making the dish and I'll be right next to you. Like me on Facebook. That's facebook.com/pressureluckcooking. You do not want to miss that. I'm super active there. I post all recipes there when they come out, so you're not going to miss anything. Tips, any deals on any items you might want, funny stuff. Go there. Definitely like that page. Also, follow me on Twitter at PressureLuck, Pinterest, and subscribe to me on YouTube. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Kwanzaa, all that stuff. No matter what you celebrate, it's all about food, deliciousness, and health and happiness in this new year and this wonderful time of the year. Thank you so much, guys. Happy Holidays.